Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by shuffling the energy oracle cards. And if you are wanting to tune your energy more strongly into the reading, you can do so by liking the video and also by subscribing to the channel, because liking and subscribing are forms of energy transfer, and this allows me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so what do those who are listening to this reading need to know at this time? The garden and the gate in the upright position. So I'm getting a lot of divine feminine energy from this card, although as I always say, always take the messages how and if they connect with you personally. And these labels, divine masculine and divine feminine, can connect with many different kinds of energy that manifests itself in different ways in our life, physically, in our relationship dynamics, and globally as the global divine feminine and global divine masculine collective as well. I am actually really feeling pulled to the guidebook for this card, which is a bit unusual. So let's read a message there. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. Shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gates. This is very interesting because it really follows the themes we've been channeling, particularly for divine feminines, around this phase of your soul's evolution in this lifetime. And how for much of your lifetime thus far, you have been, in a sense, training at a soul level yourself into your greater alignment with your core soul frequency through your awakening, through becoming familiar with this frequency. For many of us, this alignment process has happened through periods of time where we've felt very much separated from the rest of the world, where we may have felt very alone. But the purpose of this loneliness from a human perspective has actually been highly spiritual. It's been to carve out a sacred container through which we could more quickly purify our core soul frequency, come back to who we really are at that deepest core level without so much distraction in the physical world that sometimes others provide as they contribute their own frequency to the mix. So many divine feminines have come out of this hermit phase of their life where, again, things during that time may have felt very shut off in the physical 3D world. And now, divine feminines, you are being spiritually guided to really begin opening yourself up to enjoying your physical life experience, to living in the present moment with yourself, to allowing yourself to connect in ways that feel good with your physical environments, with new opportunities, with people around you, at the same time moving with the flow of your life, because we have the trust the timing card here. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So for some divine feminines, there may be a specific thing in your physical life reality that you have been desiring to do. This could be anything from wanting a certain kind of relationship to manifest in your life to something that is much more highly individualized and personal, like some kind of dream, goal, endeavor in your life. And for whoever I'm speaking to here, the energy coming out is that this may be a dream that you've been holding on to for a long time. And I'm hearing that in some cases, you may have even put this dream, this idea on the back burner for a while, particularly during that hermit phase of your soul's evolution in this lifetime. But now you're being asked to revisit that dream, goal, objective, or that thing that you've been desiring to manifest, and to release around that particular idea any fears you have regarding the timing. So what I'm getting is that for some divine feminines, there may quite literally be a fear of, am I too old or too young to do this particular dream? Have I let too much time pass in order for this to manifest? Is it too late for me? And I'm hearing, if this dream is planted within your heart, it's never too late for you to pursue it and to achieve its full-blown manifestation. And in fact, an even deeper message coming through here is that for some divine feminines, part of your soul's intention in this lifetime is to break collective curses being really just limiting thought and vibrational energetic patterns that keep us locked into certain unwanted realities collectively, unconsciously. One of these such patterns that you came here to clear may actually be around timing and manifestation. So for example, and this is just one isolated example, but if you have a dream to do something in your life and you have fears coming up around the timing, have I waited too long to pursue this? Have I let too much time, too many years go by to manifest this dream? The reason those fears are surfacing isn't because they are your own, but because it is the collective limiting pattern reacting and projecting onto you as you break free of the curse, as you release yourself from the pattern, from the fears around timing and your manifestation ability. And the beautiful and powerful thing is, as you continue to come up against these projected collective fears and judgments and release them from within yourself, you are carving out a pathway to freedom from the pattern energetically for the collective as well. And others will be able to follow these new pathways. You will be releasing these judgments and restrictions around life, timing, and manifestation. And others can then more easily follow those energetic pathways to freedom that you are creating. Wow, that felt like a really big message for someone. Thank you to whoever manifested that message through the reading. Now, if this part of the reading is connecting with you, Divine Feminine, I will be channeling more messages from your spirit guides, from your higher self, whatever divine forces you personally connect with, regarding the timing of your life, regarding some kind of major dream, goal, objective, or idea that, again, may have been planted in your mind or your heart for a long time, but that recently you may have found yourself being guided to revisit in some kind of way. So the extended information regarding all of that is in our Patreon reading. So if you do feel guided to join our beautiful soul tribe on Patreon and listen to that extended reading, the link to it will be in the pinned comment and description box under this video. I do really feel that whoever I'm speaking to here, you very much have the energy of an artist, because I have here the life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Now, when I say you're an artist, I mean that you paint with your frequency, you paint with your energy, your vibration, meaning you take this beautiful energy you've cultivated within yourself, and you channel it, you shape it, you mold it into physical 3D realities or forms of some kind. So, of course, you could apply this in many different ways, because this could be artwork, this could be music, this could be a business, a family, so many things in your life. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are present with fully, you are infusing your energy into Divine Feminine, and that makes you this artist of your life. And whatever you create is going to be infused with your high vibrational energy, and therefore will be very powerful. Now, of course, as I'm talking about you in your full empowerment, being this artist of your life, I'm getting a masculine energy coming through here now. So here we have the healer of the ages in the upright position. We also have the thinking man reversed, representing the healing and awakening of the collective divine masculine. And also, with the thinking man reverse card, the ego death that the masculine is going through collectively. Now, as I channel into these messages, as we're making this shift into the divine masculine polarity, I do want to once again say that these messages could apply to your internal divine masculine essence, because we all do have a balance of internal masculine and internal feminine energies. This equally could apply to some external divine masculine being physically incarnated in your life that you are connecting with. This energy could come through platonic situations, family situations, romantic situations, as well as through environments and circumstances of your life. So take these messages however they intuitively connect with you. But what I'm seeing is the masculine here very much has reconnection on his mind with the happy family card. Also, the number 444 is coming out here for someone. Someone could be seeing feathers as a sign. I could be speaking to someone who gets dressed up for work or wears a suit. I'm not sure why that's coming through for a masculine here. But again, these very specific details do tend to only resonate with specific people. I do just like to share them as they come through. I keep hearing the word peace, like the masculine here has been through a lot of chaos and is really longing for peace. In fact, there is a realization that physical things in his life, whether it is 3D based relationships, whether it is people, material objects, status symbols, positions in career or work, whatever the case is, these 3D things are not truly bringing him that deeper level peace. And I see the masculine really beginning to consciously realize the value of that peace that he may have discarded or not valued in the past. So I know these messages are starting a bit general, but let's get a bit more deep into it. So here we have the moon card, intuition, illusion, dreams. Some masculines coming through here may be having vivid dreams at this time, or this could also speak to a lot of spiritual activations for the masculine happening at times where they would be dreaming. So usually at night or while they're daydreaming. However, these activations do appear to be very much unconscious. Typically, the divine feminines are more consciously, spiritually activated. So throughout the awakening process of the divine feminine, she tends to be much more consciously aware and in tune with what is happening within her, what is shifting, changing, occurring. Whereas for the masculine, these changes tend to happen very much behind the scenes, even behind the scenes of his own mind, meaning as these spiritual activations happen within the divine masculine, he may not be fully aware of what is occurring, but he is aware something is shifting, something is changing. And then once those activations have fully taken hold and worked their way unconsciously through the being of the divine masculine, he will then consciously suddenly have these moments of breakthrough or realization that to his physical human seem to be completely out of nowhere, completely unexpected. To the divine feminine watching this process, you yourself may be thinking when these sudden breakthroughs occur that they seem highly unexpected. But again, that is because much of the activation that happens within the masculine is occurring deeply unconsciously through the activation process. Now, here I have the walking away card in the upright position, sitting on the third eye chakra. I'm hearing a masculine say, I have to leave this thing or this person or this situation, but I don't clearly, consciously understand why. So again, this speaks to those unconscious spiritual activations that take place within the divine masculine. We've got the patience card reversed, representing that sense of urgency that is surging within the divine masculine collective consciousness. So once again, there is the energy here of the masculine suddenly wanting to walk away from something that is really not aligned with his soul, although he may not put it in those kinds of words. To him consciously, this just feels like a sudden urgency to leave a place, a job, a relationship, leave behind an old behavior pattern, something within himself, whatever the case is. However this out of alignment energy is manifested in his life, it does feel that this idea, this not even an idea, but this irresistible urge to walk away from it does come suddenly. So I see that for you, divine feminine, you may witness the divine masculine here leaving, walking away from something very suddenly that you have been more consciously aware for a long time is not serving him, is not aligned with him, but that he seemed very stuck in for a while. Again, this could be something very internal. It could be a behavior pattern, a thought pattern he suddenly wants to drop or walk away from, but this also could be something highly external as well. And I do get in many cases, this will be something that the divine feminine here becomes aware of, that she will become aware that the divine masculine has walked away or left behind something here that was out of alignment with him. And once again, we have the sacral chakra in the reverse position. I say once again because this blocked sacral chakra energy was a massive theme in the most recent reading videos. So if you are feeling resonance with this reading, you may want to explore that previous reading as well. And I said I felt it representing that many divine masculines were experiencing a lot of upheaval in their inner social circle. So either close romantic connections, friendships, people near them, and experiencing a lot of rapid change, either in the way that they feel about these others around them or in the physical connection itself. Again, there could be a leaving or a walking away here happening very suddenly with someone that the masculine has been close to for a very long time. And here we have the Seven of Swords reversed and also the Emperor in the reverse position. So I am feeling with the Emperor reversed that you, divine feminine, are very much in your Empress energy, your Empress power here. And I see almost metaphorically you, divine feminine, sitting on this throne, and there's a counterpart throne that is sitting empty beside you, representing this emperor that you are waiting on to rise to meet you at your throne. And right as I said that, we have the Lovers card in the reverse position. So what I'm seeing here is there may be a divine masculine in your life, divine feminine, that you have felt for a long time you've been holding space for, that is coming up as that Emperor in the reverse position. This may be someone that you've been able to see a lot of spiritual potential with. You are aware that that capacity to become the Emperor is within this masculine. However, you are also aware that he has not been as of yet rising to meet that potential, to align with that Emperor energy in the physical 3D worlds. And because of that dynamic, you, Divine Feminine, have found yourself in a situation where there's a highly powerful spiritual connection coming up as the Lovers reversed, again, holding all of that spiritual power and potential. And yet at the moment, feeling very disharmonious or out of alignment in the physical world. Now, specifically, I feel that at this point in time, the most frustrating aspect of this, potentially for a Divine Feminine, is that you may be intuitively aware that the masculine in this situation has not yet fully taken on some kind of accountability or fully come clean about something or come forth with an energy of total truth. And intuitively, you may be aware that there has been this disharmonious situation between the two of you because the masculine here has not been ready to face fully some kind of truth, to fully step into conscious accountability, to communicate something that needs to be communicated. And again, this just feels like this deep inner knowing from your intuition that you're at this red light with this particular masculine, that this situation cannot move forward until the masculine here takes some kind of accountability or comes forward in an energy of total truth. Whereas the masculine here does seem to come up as the Four of Coins, kind of holding on to these past patterns, either of control, of possibly for some of them a focus on materialism, a holding on to things from their past. Although, of course, at a broader level, at a more bird's eye view perspective, I do see this collective divine masculine awakening taking place, this release of these things happening. But it does appear that in many cases, this might feel very gradual as it's being worked out. Before those sudden changes break through the surface again, all of this spiritual activation for the divine masculine does seem to occur very deeply unconsciously, does seem to happen very gradually beneath the surface before finally breaking through into conscious manifested physical reality. Whereas for your part, Divine Feminine, you've been guided with the Six of Cups reversed to allow yourself, I'm hearing, to be free of your past, to be free of your past. Now, for some, I'm getting that this past could be trauma or challenging situations that you actually experienced as a child. So this may not necessarily apply to a particular person or relationship. This could also simply speak to the fact that you are coming into this kind of spiritual maturity. You have done a lot of inner work, a lot of inner healing on yourself, and you are allowing yourself to be new. You are allowing your life to be new. With the Ace of Cups upright, this can represent powerful new beginnings, new relationships. For some of you, this could be new love, but I also see this simply representing this celebratory era that you're coming into. But also with the Patience card upright, the importance in all of this in focusing on remaining in the flow, surrendering to the flow of your life rather than trying to control exactly how, when, or by who these outcomes you desire manifest in your life. And I know that I've said this in recent reading videos as well, but I found that the mantra, I am allowing fill in the blank to align with its ideal version, can be extremely powerful for Divine Feminines, particularly at this time, affirming that I am allowing my life, my body, my relationships, my finances, whatever the case is, to align to its ideal version really allows you to remain surrendered to the flow of your life, keeping yourself open to those highest possible vibrational outcomes that are desiring to manifest themselves into your life in the form of these breakthroughs with victory in the upright position. We also have the card Hostilities upright, sitting on the sacral chakra. So I'm hearing the word triggering. You may find that either you've felt a bit more triggered recently by certain people or things around you, or alternatively that others may be slightly more triggered than usual around you. I'm hearing anger, frustration. These may be feelings that surface from time to time. And I don't feel I'm speaking to everyone here, but for whoever is experiencing this triggering in the sacral chakra, I'm seeing that this is a microcosm of the triggering that you are generating collectively as you heal yourself, as you choose to remain in the flow of your life, to remain surrendered, to remain in presence with yourself and your life. You are triggering those collective fears around being fully present and fully surrendered. You are triggering collectively the need for control coming from the ego. And so you might be seeing this play out again at the microcosm level in your individual interactions, relationships, connections. At times, you might be feeling a frustration within yourself because you have expanded into this place spiritually and energetically where very few as of yet collectively have expanded into. So it can be very lonely at times to you in these higher vibrational states of being, because you are the one carving out the path forward. Therefore, there may not be many others around you who understand your path, who understands why you are the way you are in this world, why you move through life the way that you do, because you are showing a higher pathway, you are showing a higher way, vibrationally speaking. So here I have the Journey card reversed, and also the solar plexus chakra card in the upright position. I'm hearing you've always felt as though you've struggled to create a home or to find a home in this physical 3D world on planet Earth at this time that has truly felt aligned with you. And this is because you don't come from here. This is because you are, as a soul, accustomed to much higher vibrational dimensions and places. Although, of course, energetically speaking, time and place don't really exist. But Earth is a highly, highly dense and therefore at times uncomfortable planet for your soul, for whoever I'm speaking to here. But what you're learning now as you are coming of age in this lifetime as a soul, and when I say coming of age, I'm not speaking to human age. I'm speaking to the fact that you have undergone this radical spiritual activation and gone through this deep process of unraveling, coming home back to your inner self, your core soul frequency. And what I'm getting is you are now discovering that the reason you felt so out of place in this life on this planet for so long is because you were meant to create a new earth beginning from within yourself, to come home to that core soul frequency within yourself, which is your home, which is high vibrational, beautiful, and powerful, to solidify that from within, to increase your sense of self-confidence and self-worth through that deep inner self-reconnection, and then to allow that home frequency to expand outward from within yourself to all of the collective consciousness, again creating this new earth, this new home, so to speak, vibrationally here on the earth plane. With broken heart reversed, I also see Divine Feminine, you coming out of a period of time where your heart may have been very heavy. You might still be feeling this heaviness around your heart. And I feel your guide saying, now is the time to heal your heart, to release the pain from your heart, and to allow yourself to be loved, to be supported, to allow warm, loving connections to come into your heart space and to manifest in your physical 3D life. You don't have to do this on your own. With door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position, much of your healing and activation up until this point has felt very lonesome to some degree. It's felt like you're really doing this by yourself. You might be participating even in a very specific spiritual mission or purpose or something you're creating or doing here in the world that feels very lonely, whether it's being a single mother, running a business, doing a job on your own, living by yourself, feeling alone socially, whatever the case is. Know that there are others like you. There are others who share your similar core soul frequency. And I see these others beginning to come into your life because, again, you are exiting this hermit phase of your life and entering a time where you're becoming more connected with others physically, or you will be soon connecting more with others physically who are like you, who are similar to you at a core soul level. Very powerful and beautiful messages coming through this reading, and I will be pulling one final Rumi Oracle card before we continue on in the Patreon reading for these messages. But in that Patreon reading, I will be sharing more about these like-minded souls that I see you physically attracting into your life, either platonically or romantically, depending on how it applies for you. I will also be channeling more on this powerful new beginning energy I feel around you, that you most likely feel around yourself as well. And of course, I will be channeling messages about any energies I sense that may be connected to you at this time in either a draining way or a positive way. And so I really enjoy doing that in the extended readings, channeling into anyone or anything I sense may be affecting your energy or attached to you in some way at this time. So the link to all of that extended information on Patreon is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. We just pulled a very energetically aligned card to close this reading. This is the number 11 card, of course, connecting with the number 1111. And this card says Sacred Convergence. So I'm just going to be reading a little bit from the guidebook here. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, "I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. Rumi. How I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love is here for you now. Sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. So that feels like a really beautiful place to close this reading. If you do feel guided to continue over with me now on Patreon, the link to that reading is in the pinned comment and description box. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today, wishing you a beautiful day. Take care, have an amazing weekend, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.